Now, businesses may find themselves having to pay a fee to use Twitter. The company's new owner, Elon Musk, said the site would remain free to use for what he called casual users. That's just one of a number of changes Mr. Musk has mooted since his takeover. Let's get more on that from Dr. Kevin Curran, Professor of Cybersecurity at Ulster University. Good afternoon. Do you think he would go ahead with such a move?
It will. Elon has proposed a number of changes to Twitter. Of course, he is a free speech advocate, but some of the changes he has suggested already are less content moderation, which does raise a number of worries as such. He wants to add an edit button. He wants to be able to use encryption for all direct messages and also broader authentication. In other words, an attempt to remove all the fake bots that are on Twitter, all these platforms.
Do you think what he's doing is a good thing?
I mean, any of us involved in technology, we understand that you can't just have free speech on a platform like that the world is more complicated. In fact, we always use a joke about rocket science. I mean, he heads up the most advanced private rocket science company in the world. But actually, rocket science is easy compared to moderating platforms for people around the world, but all the political, geopolitical influences, everything else, and what people say, he really doesn't know how difficult the job is to try to moderate content online, because free speech is fine for thousands of years. We don't mind if someone goes, democracies have that. You can go to the end of the street and start saying whatever you believe in. And of course, the people who are there arrive there. But when you come to social media, you have an audience of 1 billion people, and you could just send out a message which is hateful, which is wrong, which is twisted, which is libel, which is defamatory. And of course, there has to be consequences for that. We have to protect people according to the law, and what he wants is really, it's just a pipe dream really when it comes to free speech online, because you cannot do that in this society.
So do you think he's going to end up in trouble with this?
Not at all. The guy he's the smartest guy on the planet at the moment. He's having fun. He's pushing things forward. He knows the limitations. I'm not saying Elon knows rightly what he's doing, but he has a vision behind it. The guy seems to always hit gold or jackpot in the end, even though he's had some failures along the way. Yes, people criticize him for sending out these tweets and playing the game, but actually the guy generally delivers. So he has some vision for what's happening. And of course, this is kind of pocket money for someone like that, even though it's 44 billion. But also it does actually give him a powerful platform. Even though Twitter doesn't have the followers that you have on Facebook and these ones, about 220 million people. However, as you know, within broadcasting and everything else, all the influencers, all the tech people, all the journalists, all the people in power, Twitter is a platform for a lot of powerful people. And the fact that he can have control over this really, or some kind of censorship himself or whatever else, gives him a very powerful position for the future.
Dr. Kevin Curran from Ulster University, thank you.
Now